Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if it's your first time here. So today got this Funkoverse strategy game, Game of Thrones edition. Now I got this from Home Bargains. Now I'm a fan of Game of Thrones and it was only $5.99 originally, $19.99 apparently. And apparently there's other franchise, I don't know what ones, but ones you can get. They only had this one in Home Bargains, and obviously it features the Funko Pop figures. So like I said, I'm not sure how many different ones of these you can get, but what it says on the back, I've not undone it yet, so it's going to be an interesting to see how the game sort of plays out. But it says you can play a standalone game or mix with other Funkoverse games, which is interesting. Now I don't know if this game is going to give any spoilers away for if you haven't seen the or the Game of Thrones series. So I will give a spoiler alert there, because just in case there are any plot details revealed. What is interesting, the 4 characters you get in the game: Daenerys Targaryen, Night King Jon Snow and Arya Stark. They are all connected in a way, so if you've seen the whole lot you'll know what I mean. So let's open it up and have a look, because I don't think it just says age 13 plus, but yeah, I thought not many 13-year-olds have seen Game of Thrones. 2 to 4 players, and you've got includes 2 playable maps. You've got Godswood and Winterfell. Just says combine your favourite characters and go head to head in 4 exciting game scenarios. Move through memorable location, the Godswood and Winterfell, and use your character's unique abilities to capture points and achieve victory. So yeah, it sounds kind of like a strategy game. So now, as it says that there are 4 game scenarios, that means that they may be giving away some of the details. Just trying to get the sellotape off. Plot points in the show. So let's just get the other side undone. Now we'll look out for the other ones, because I'll be interested, unless anyone knows what the other ones were they done. Maybe Lord of the Rings, maybe Star Wars. That's a classic one to sort of get turned into games and stuff. I do have a fair few Game of Thrones figures as well. I think I've got about 7 now, I think. Okay, now I've got that sellotape off, we can have a look, hopefully. Oh, it's sellotape each side, I didn't even realise that. I thought it was only on 2 sides. Never mind. Let's see if I can just cut those other 2 sides. Bear with me. And hopefully the other side, there we are, done. Right, now we can get into it, hopefully. He says, come on, come out. There we go. Let's put that there a minute. So let's look at our figures first. But these are going to be hard to get out as well, aren't they? So obviously we've got Daenerys Targaryen. I've just noticed something on the front. Or was it on the back? I noticed. I thought I saw she was holding a sword. Was it on the back? No, or maybe I imagined it. Oh no, it's down there. Yeah, she's holding a sword. So does she get a sword then? Isn't it like she's supposed to have a sword as well, the way she's got her hand? Okay, so let's stand you there a minute. Oh, if these do stand up, they've got their big heads. That's the only thing with these pop figures. When they're in a box, it's alright, but it's like their heads are so big, they don't want to stand up. There you go. And I'll get the others out now. So the Night King. Oh, because he's got a sword as well, and there's no sword here, so maybe get the sword separate then. There you go. Oh, he stands up a lot better. And then we've got good old Jon Snow. Oh, knocked Daenerys off now. It's because she's got a small body and her head, whereas the others seem to be a bit more proportionate. Right, you can just stay down there a minute. And then we've got Arya Stark. Yeah, because she's got a sword as well, I think. Right, there you go. Okay, so then we've got, let's get our counters out. And then, oh, obviously we've got more stuff underneath. The game board. Right, let's get rid of all the packaging. And obviously the instructions as well. I will play a game sometime. I'm just gonna, so I need some other players, but we'll just have a look at it. Of course, you can let me know in the comments if you've got this game and what, if you played it and what you think of it. So let's get some more plastic off. I've watched the first series of House of the Dragon as well, and obviously the second series is due to come out sometime this year in 2024, hopefully. So I'm guessing that each side is going to have, yeah, so you're going to have the different game boards on each side. So what I have to do, let's just move these characters a minute. And then we can spread the board out. Didn't know how big the board was going to be. Let's move that box out of the way. Right, so I'm going to adjust the camera so try and get all that board in the shot there. So I can see down here, I don't know if you can see that actually because it's quite small, but it just says place knocked out characters here. And obviously you've got numbers going up the side. 4 lots, so I think obviously one for each character, and obviously we've got different squares, and I'm guessing maybe that's where the 4 characters start in the middle, but I will have a read in a minute. So let's see what we've got in here. We've got, oh, this is interesting, we've got 4. We've got one sword, one little sword there, and we've got these 4 plastic are they stands for them to stand on? Oh yes they are. So I don't know if they're supposed to get a certain colour or not. We'll have a read in a minute before I put them on. We've only got one sword, so let's just share a sword. Right, what else have we got? We've got, I saw these on the front of the thing, so they're like little black, just little black plastic pieces. They haven't got anything on them, so I don't know what they are for, but we can have a look in the instructions. I know we've got quite a lot of different cards here, so we've got these ones. And we've got ones with, these look like that these refer to the different characters. There's a letter D as well. Right, this is kind of, I think, going to be kind of like a sort of, maybe like a role-playing Dungeons and Dragons type game. We've also got 6 dice as well. So so where's... Oh, and of course we've got these other bits as well. I forgot about these. Let's have a look what's in here. Can undo the bag. So we've got... Right, what have we got? We've got... so we've got... I think we've got character cards. Let's start off with them. Yeah, so these are kind of like their sort of cards of yeah, so it tells you for Jon Snow, move 3. The action may move Jon through rivals. You may do a challenge against a rival controlled by a player with more points than you. When Jon or an adjacent ally challenges a rival and wins, you may shift. Oh right, a red triangle or that shape which I saw on the card. So that's these pieces, that's what they must refer to. Ability token on your cold cold down, track down 1, limited to once per turn. I'm not sure what I said there. Okay, and then the next one we've got Arya Stark, and then we've got the Night King, and we've got Daenerys, Mother of Dragons, of course. They've all got their different sort of abilities and that. And now we've got some other cards here. So we've got a White Walker, which tells you how many paces to move. We've got the Unsullied, and we've got Stark Soldier, we've got Sworn Brother, and we've got Ghost, the lovable dog. And then what we've got here, we've got status and item card for Arya Stark, and her sword, Needle. So is that going to be her sword then? And then we've got... Right, this is interesting. So yeah, I am just going to... before I reveal these cards, I'm just going to give a warning that there are spoilers in this. So it says on the back there, again, place knocked out characters here. And it's got that image there, which of course if you've seen the series you will know what that means. Oh no, yeah, it's also on the instructions as well. So yeah, if you haven't seen the series, don't play this game basically, because it might give something away. I'll say it tells you, also looks like the characters start in the 4 corners. These are 2 different cards here, so let's have a quick look at the instructions and see what it says. Okay, so it shows you inside. Right, so those 2 cards are the cooldown tracks. Alright, then we've got 4 basic character counters, so that's what's in here. And then we've got obviously the 4 characters, 4 character bases, so that's what you stand your characters on. 4 character cards, which I had to look at. 8 ability tokens. Right, so they're the so we've got these in here. I'm just going to get these out and let's have a look. So basically you've got so these are the ability tokens. You've got 3 of the triangle, 1, 3 of that shape, and then 2 of that sort of cog wheel shape. And then we've got obviously the double-sided map. Oh, so they're exhausted markers. That's those ones there. Obviously 6 dice. Yeah. First player marker. That's that one. Which is that there? 2 white tokens. Oh yeah. So I saw them somewhere, didn't I? Yeah, that's them. Ah, so those things in there, they're the points. It says there's 21 of them, so they sort of log your points. 4 point markers, A, B, C, and D. So I saw them, didn't I? Well, I saw D anyway, in there somewhere. Or was that in another one? I saw a letter somewhere. Oh yeah, there we are. There's the D. So they're the letter ones. 4 double-sided infiltrate leader markers. Oh, that's these, isn't it? Yeah, so that's those. Oh, you got a dragon token. Oh yeah, that's that one. Ghost companion. Where is the ghost? Oh, there we are, there. Ghost companion. Obviously you've got the sword, needle. And, oh yeah, the ghost companion cards, the needle item card. Scenario cards, so that's what those are. These are the scenario cards. And obviously, yeah, we've got the character cards. So character cards, so name, this is your character's name, self-explanatory. Ability cost, this shows the type of ability token required to use an ability and where you place it in the cooldown track. Abilities, choose on these abilities when your character does an ability action. It's kind of like a cross between sort of, so like, a bit like Pokemon, a bit like Top Trumps. Defense, the number inside the shield shows how many dice you roll when your character is challenged. Trait, this is a rule unique to your character. Ability bolts, the coloured dots indicate which ability tokens you take into your pool during setup. And then the cooldown tracks here, so that's those numbered cards. There's quite a lot of instructions, unless there's going to be any in another language. No, there's quite, the whole lot is all in English. So there's a lot. Tells you about your first game and how to set it up. So set aside the ghost companion token, needle, companion card, item card, cooldown track, scenario cards. You won't use them in your first game. You'll learn how to use them in the full experience. Also, it gives you sort of breaks you into it, and so you can learn how to play the game, because it does look, yeah. It's like a good challenging game, but obviously it might be one of those games where it's a little bit sort of confusing to start off with. And so your first game objective is to knock down an opponent's character and then knock out the character to score a point. Score 3 points to win. And it shows you an example of a first game setup. And then it tells you about taking a turn, choosing a character, basic actions, special actions, ending around, and it tells you to stop reading and play. So sort of before you get into the full experience, which is a good idea, so you can not sort of a lot to take on sort of your first turn, so that's good. And then it tells you about the full experience. Oh yeah, and it tells you about the different ability tokens as well, ability types, and tells you how to use the maps as well. Oh, it tells you about how characters can see different squares, kind of like an ability of chess in a way. So it looks like your characters can move in certain ways, which is interesting. Yeah, what your character can see. When determining if your character can see a square, draw an imaginary line from the center of your character square to the center of the square in question, then use the following rules. If an obstruction interrupts the line, your character cannot see that square. So there's different rules there. Challenges as well. And it's got a glossary of all the terms. So let's just put these. I don't think they had their own particular colour. I didn't notice. So let's just stick them on there. So we'll make them stand up a bit better. Yeah, so that'll make them, of course, easy to move around. And of course, you know, you get 4 figures as well. So I thought $5.99 was a good price. I wouldn't have paid the $19.99, the original price for it. Let's stick John there, and then the Night King there. So then, the only thing is obviously Arya has to have Needle, because it's her sword. But then, don't the others get a sword as well? Because there was only one sword. Yeah, it's interesting. There's only one sword mentioned in the cards as well. So yes, I will definitely play the game with some friends or family, and yeah. Oh yeah, so these die, they've got different symbols on, so they represent something to do with these tokens, from what I understand. Again, they've got different things on each side. So you've got Knocked Down and Stark Soldier. So it is a very sort of strategy game. So a bit like, sounds a bit like a Dungeons and Dragons type role-playing game, which, like I say, take a bit of getting used to, but I think it will be a good, fun game. So, oh yeah, just before I end the video, let's just have a quick look at the other side of the board. Let's move these tokens out the way. So yeah, like I say, if you haven't watched the series, you might want to do that before you play the game. Let's just move that there. Right, let's move these figures out the way in a second. Oh, Daenerys has fallen off. Oh yeah, so that's the other side of the board. So that's got a different layout to it. So yeah, it looks like it's probably best to start off with this one first. And like I say, it tells you to play the sort of, I don't know if I say simple game, but the less complicated version first, and then go on to the full experience after. So let me know in the comments if you played this game and what you think of it, and if you enjoyed the video, please do give it a like and ring that bell for notifications of future videos, and subscribe if you want to, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.